Hi everybody, welcome back to a Sound Decision Hot Wheels showcase. Today I travelled to a town about 150 kilometres away for work, and while I was over there I went into a couple of stores and went through the pegs, and I came across some cars that I had not seen in my local stores. Slightly bigger town and obviously a little bit more to choose from, so just going to run through them today. These are still going to be on the cards, and in my later videos I'll pull a few out and we'll just bust them out the packet later, but we'll just run through them quickly. The first one I found today, most of these are out of the P case. We seem to have skipped 4 cases here. We've gone basically from the K case right. We've missed the L, the M and the N, and we've gone to the P. So first up's the recolor of the cool combi. So found that one today. That's pretty cool. I've got about 5 or 6 of these cool combis, and this will be a good one to add to the collection. Excuse me. So that was the first one I found, and then straight after that, part of the Chevy series 2018, I found this guy here, which is a really cool Camaro. It's got some lovely flames on it. Really nice hot rodded up Camaro. That's very, very cool indeed. Quite like that. It's got some nice tempos, nice card art on it too, so that was really cool. And then next on the list, I found a 70 Chevy Chevelle in like a pale blue. That's quite a nice car as well, so really nice with those sort of white accents around the rims. Now that's pretty neat, quite like that one. So that was a few of the American style cars and the combi, and then obviously I found some real cool sports cars. This is the Lamborghini Huracan, and this is in that really cool green. That's a really neat colour, really neat card art on it. That's a really nice Lamborghini. That's very cool actually. And next up, the old McLaren GTR McLaren in the black. That's really nice. Another really top of the line supercar. Very cool supercar. So found the Lamborghini first, then I spotted this one, and then right behind it on the peg was the yellow Ford GT. So another sort of very cool supercar. That's pretty neat in yellow. Quite like that. So that's pretty funky looking. Pretty plain compared to the Lamborghini and the McLaren, but I really like this Ford GT casting. I sold a whole lot of my Ford GTs a few years ago, and I'm sort of really regretting it now because I quite like it. So that was the Ford GT, and then I found a really cool Porsche, a black Porsche, which is a recolor of the blue one. The blue one with the white wheels. This has been recolored in black with the blue wheels. So that's pretty cool. Neat Porsche. And sticking with German vehicles, we've already had the cool combi, but this is the old Volkswagen pickup. This is the third one of these I've got. So I've got 3 different colours of these, and I believe there's one more colour in the last case, so I think it's like a pastel green colour. We'll see how that goes. I haven't seen that one in our stores yet, but that's quite a neat recolor. Big fan of those the combi vans, the cool combis, and the Volkswagen pickups. And then next in the line was a Datsun 620 pickup, or ute, utility vehicle, and that's in the black. I've already got one in the orange, but that black one's pretty cool, so quite like that one. That's really neat. And then I couldn't resist, even though I don't collect a lot of the fantasy type stuff, but I quite like the Bone Shaker because at least it still looks like an old-fashioned hot rod or rat rod. I've got quite a few Bone Shakers. Most of the ones that I've got I've had given to me as presents for Christmas and stuff like that, but this is really cool. That's part of the Forza Motorsport series, which is obviously the video game, but this is quite a neat recolor. The other one that's come out this year was red with an orange base. This is yellow with red flames and a black base. And that is a very cool little hot rod or rat rod. It's pretty nifty. And then obviously my last three cars that I got from the one store were some Japanese classics. And obviously the 95 Mazda RX-7 in blue. That's a really neat casting. It's been in the Fast and the Furious series as well, but this is part of the Then and Now one. It's pretty cool. It's got some nice detail in the back there, so that's quite neat. And then there's the earlier model RX-7, the old model, which dates back to the 90s, I think, and that's pretty cool. Again, both of these in blue. This has got slightly different striping and stuff and different wheels, but again, another really cool casting. There's the art on that one. So two Mazdas I picked up, and I'm a big Nissan fan. I love my Nissans. Ooh. Love this so much I knocked the camera over. So this one here is the Nissan GTR, and that's the R35 17 Nissan GTR. That's very cool. Beautiful, like a sunburst orange. So yeah, that's really neat. And as I say, I will be breaking these out of the packets pretty soon, and just to give you guys an idea of what they look like sort of out of the packets, because I don't mind them in the packets, but I like to see them in the packets. I also went to another store while I was over there, just a different type of store, and I found some of the Honda range. Now, I haven't got all of the Hondas. I think there's 8 cars in the set, and the main reason is because a lot of them I'm not a fan of, but I really love the little CRX. Might just zoom in on that. It's got some really cool card art on this one. I'll zoom in for you, but that CRX is very, very cool. It's a little sports car, the little CRX, real popular casting. I really like it. I think it's really cool. In fact, out of that whole set, it's probably one of my favourite cars in the set. So that's pretty cool. And another one, that's actually number 1 of 8. Number 2 of 8 was also sitting right behind it on the shelf, and that's obviously the early model Honda Civic. And that's really good. That's really nice in yellow. It's got some pretty cool. It's got some cool wheels. It's got some nice tempos on it. Nice red interior. It's pretty cool. So that's the early model 90s Honda Civic EF. And then there was the later model Honda Civic, which I found right behind it, and that's number 3 of 8. So they're the 3 that I got. They did have a couple of the other ones there, but as I say, I don't just collect sets just for the sake of a set. I'd much rather get, say, 3 or 4 cars out of a set if I really like the castings and I really like the models. This one's pretty nice. I think the card art is actually probably better than the car itself. I just don't know if that particular colour suits that car, but hey, it's still a neat casting, so I quite like it. And lucky last, to add to my maisto collection of their transport series, I think if you've seen a few of my other videos, you would have seen a couple of car transporters that I've already put up, and this one is really cool. So this is it's a modern wrecker truck with a 1950s Mercury hooked up to the back of it. Now, when I was over there, I probably saw another 2 or 3, and I didn't get them on the day, and I'm sort of kicking myself. I probably should have, but I'm going back over again in a few days' time, so I'm probably going to zoom on by and snaffle those because I just really like the cars, not so much the wreckers in this particular instance, but the cars of the other two. I think there's a Chevy and there might be an old Nova as well. So I'll pick up a few of those, and when I get all of those back here, then I'll unbox them and I'll do another video. So that's pretty much it for now anyway. I just thought I'd give you a brief rundown of what I ran into today, going through the pigs and getting lucky, being in the right shop at the right time and able to pick up some real gems. So thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. If you'd like to like and subscribe my video, I'd really appreciate that too. And quite a few of you guys have been leaving me comments and sort of sending me messages, and I really appreciate that. It's really cool that people from all over the world get to see what we get in our shops in a different country. Certainly I'm a bit jealous of what you guys get up in the States, because you get so much more variety than we do, and I just don't have that available to me, so I've just got to grab what I can when I can. And once again, really appreciate you watching. Have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.